What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for another video, transfer talk, and we're going to be speaking about James McAtee, who we've been linked with before, and I also have two names that I think Leeds United should be looking into this summer in order to bolster this squad. Before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your thoughts and comments below. Thank you to Parrot House, who donated a super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated, as always, for the support. If you want to donate a super thanks, that's in the comment section. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. So, James McAtee, who we've spoken about before. Before I get into it, though, I want to say I need to see some more rumors about some players possibly departing. You know, we need to get that kind of train moving as well. The only one I've seen is Bamford to Wrexham, which we've already known about for a long time. I need to see a couple more. Need to see some little movement there. But maybe when the seasons conclude for every league, maybe we'll see some more movement there of our players going out as well. But James McAtee has been linked with us again. This happened pretty much at the start of this season, didn't it? When it was possibly rumored that he could have been loaned out again, either to the Premier League or a Championship team. He stayed at Man City. He didn't quite get the playing time again, so he's had his opportunities limited. But he has looked good. He has looked good in the cameos he's made for Man City in various forms, whether it be the cup games, Champions League games. He's still looked the part. It's just that he's just not getting the opportunities. And the reports are saying that we're not alone in the chase. There's competition from up to 12 clubs, including Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Crystal Palace, as well as Bundesliga outfit Bayer Leverkusen. And Man City are open to sell for the player that's got a year left on his contract for £25 million. Which, again, that's a pretty good price, I would say, for a player of his talent. I do believe in the talent of this player, and I think if he does get opportunities elsewhere, he will be able to shine more. What I'm seeing with James McAtee as well, when I've seen him play, is that it's that old thing of, I need to make this right, otherwise I'm probably not going to see any minutes next week. So he's playing with shackles on him, or almost as if, like, if he doesn't impress, he's going to get taken off. Southampton, but he'll get taken off early. If there's going to be a sacrifice, it's going to be him. And I don't think that's really, helpful to a player. Obviously, Pep is a great coach and everything else like that, but obviously when Pep puts him out there, he wants him to give extra in comparison to probably other players who can get by. So he's probably playing under that kind of pressure, and he probably will be looking for a new home as he looks to secure first-team football. Now, I've spoken about McAtee's talent before. I do like to play a good ball carrier, got a good long shot on him, can find himself in between spaces in that number 10, is a creative player. I just don't think it's very likely that Leeds United get him for a couple of reasons. And one of them being is that Nottingham Forest being linked. We know that Man City want Morgan Gibbs-White. I can see a scenario where they do a deal, not that it's going to be an exchange, but maybe two separate deals like we did with Man City with JB and Phillips, but almost like, okay, you can have him for this price and then we'll sell you this guy separately for this. I can almost see that scenario happening. Plus, Forest will be in Europe next season, which is very advantageous for them as well. And also with other things, West Ham looking to rebuild, Spurs as well. They could possibly be in the Champions League if they win their Europa League final against Man United. So I just feel like there's a few things going against us. And even though we always talk about footballers not caring about this and that and the other, James McAtee seems to be a little bit different, because if you remember, there was a video in January of him leaving a Man City game. I think it was against Club Brugge in the Champions League, and a young fan outside waiting for him to sign something, get his shirt. Well, as soon as James McAtee saw it was a Sheffield Wednesday fan, he said, nah. He said, nah, I don't like Sheffield Wednesday. And he drove off. The mom then goes on social media, blah, you've upset my kid, blah, blah, blah. The point being, though, even though we're not like hated rivals like Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United are, it's still well known that Sheffield United don't like Leeds United. And I do wonder if maybe James McAtee would even take that into consideration. Minor point on that one, because if we were the only one bidding, I think that possibly he would go. But I do think that if there's other options out there for James McAtee, I think he takes another one. And I even said this, if you go back to when we were rumored to sign him on loan, if there was a shootout between us and Sheffield United at the start of the season, I fully believe 100% he would have gone to Sheffield United again. I do. I don't think that he would have considered Leeds United if both teams had had a bid accepted for a loan move in the Championship this season. So I just feel like there's a couple of things going against us there. And obviously, with there being 12 clubs, it's going to be a hell of a battle for his signature. And I think there'll be more added to that list as well. and there will be teams out there. Crystal Palace are involved as well in the bidding war as well, by the way. And I do think another team will take a chance on him at 25 million. I just feel that maybe we'll need to go elsewhere. But look, there's going to be other players out there, like I mentioned before, attacking midfielder Martin Baturina. I'd love to get him in. I think there's going to be competition for him, but more of a less of a logjam, I think, overall for Martin Baturina. But yeah, James McAtee, heavily rumored. Leeds United are putting in the work to get him, but so are West Ham and other clubs. So we'll see how that plays out in the coming weeks. Going on to wish list, and obviously we know Meslier is going to be going. He has to go. He will be replaced. And I've already given you one goalkeeper name previously who's my outright first choice, and that's Dominik Livakovic. But Yahia Fofana is a very close second. 24 years old, Angers goalkeeper in Ligue 1. I mean, listen, for the nerds out there, for the stat nerds, he's near the top of pretty much nearly every goalkeeping metric you want in terms of shot stopping in Europe this season. But apart from that, what you see with your eyes, just a commanding goalkeeper, and he's one hell of a reason why Angers are not in the relegation battle right now. I think they'll just make it out. I don't think they're going to get relegated this season, and he is a big part of that. Keeps them in games, save after save after save, and that's going to be vital for where we're going to be. We're going to need a goalkeeper who's fully switched on, fully good with dealing large workloads of just seeing the ball a lot at times. He would be crucial in that for me. Good with playing with the ball out, so we've got no issues with that. He's good with playing the ball with his feet. Just a well-rounded goalkeeper. Now, last summer, it was rumored that other teams were looking at him, and the rumored price was around 15 million, but he does have only a year left on his contract as we speak today. So I don't know if it would even be that much, a year out with his contract expiring next summer. So if you can get this goalkeeper, obviously you're shipping Meslier out, you get him in as your number one. Again, I'd be very, very comfortable. Just an all-round solid goalkeeper, people. And if you haven't seen him, like I say, go check him out. I'm sure you'll find a compilation or two out there on him. He is he's going to be, if it's not us, he's going to go somewhere else, and it's going to be like, damn, why don't we go get Fofana for that price? Telling you, it's all about that in terms of getting the player. It's about getting them before they turn into that 30-40 million pound player, and I do believe that Leeds United have got all the opportunity to get this kind of player. Ivory Coast international, I would be all in for him to replace Illan Meslier if we couldn't get Livakovic. There you go. There's another goalkeeper for you. And lastly, who I'm going to talk about, and I'm sure a few of you know who he is already, though, is Hao Tanaka's Japanese teammate and friend, Ritsu Doan. He's playing out in Freiburg right now, who are fighting for a Champions League place, which could make it a bit tricky if they do make it. He may want to stay for Champions League, but we've seen before with those kind of fringe Champions League teams with Rafinha that he came over as well. So you never know, there could be that possibility, but he may want to see bear the fruits of his labor after helping Freiburg reach the Champions League if they make it. He's doing very well this season, 9 goals, 7 assists, but his primary role is chance creating. He's a very creative player. And obviously with Hao already here, he have, a much easier time settling in if he was to transfer over. And also it would give us something a little different. We don't have Solomon right now. Solomon just put out his message of saying thanks for the season, everything else like that. We'll see where that goes. But we've got Ramazani, we've got Nonto, we've got Dan James, 3 right footers. So, you basically got one-footed wingers. Ritsu Doan is a left-footed winger, and he would give you something different coming in off the right, which is his primary position, and giving you just that little bit of a different when it comes to the profile of our current wingers that we've got now. Very intelligent player. Movement is top gear, top-notch movement, man. Sometimes you can't even get to him on that right-hand side. And I think that it would be a deal worth exploring if he was even interested coming into the club. But what say you people? So there you go. There's a name for you there. Ritsu Doan. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And that is it for the video, people. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit a like on the video. It really does help out the channel, people. Yeah, more than you know, more than you can believe, more than you can believe. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.